XRP is fighting to hold on to the 50-cent mark as the SEC wins a motion to get Ripple's 2022 and 2023 financials. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the 120 million XRP that was moved since this announcement. We're going to talk XRP price action. We're also going to talk about Bitcoin miners selling off. I'm telling you, if you want some indicators, some stats on which way the market's going, follow the miners. They're selling their holdings. And I've got juicy visuals for you. What's up, ladies? How are you doing today? It is Tuesday. I'm feeling somewhat recharged, but start it off with your comments and start learning about the crypto stuff that's going on. Edwin3407 says, promised I would donate last week. Love your videos when they leave in the station every day. Thank you very much, Edwin, for the support of the channel. By the way, the donations to this channel keep us sponsor free, so you get unbiased news. Don't worry, there ain't no organization out there paying me to say what I'm saying. John D. Walker says, dude, this was an awesome video. Gave me some real things to think about in regards to macro movements. Appreciate the time and effort you put in. I will have that video linked at the end. Basically, if we can look at Bitcoin miners, which I've got some juicy visuals here, along with some data, right, macros, we can make some good decisions. I'll have that video linked at the end. Marchette8560 says, I thought they dropped all charges. No, they did not drop charges. Essentially, where we're at in the case, and don't worry, we're going to get to the news. Where we're at in the case right now is Ripple primary sales penalty. That's the only thing that's left in this case, okay? Right now, they're just trying to determine what is the penalty for Ripple's primary sales. So by them taking a dig at their 2022, 2023 financial statements, they're going to see if A, were any changes made since the injunction, and B, it's going to help them calculate some of the penalties, right? Interesting stuff here. All right, what else do I got for you? Bitcoin sitting at 42,875, ETH 2336, XRP clinging on that 50-cent mark. We're going to talk about it quite a bit today, sitting at 50.1, Sol 93.92, XLM 10.7. By the way, you seeing people pull out of some of their projects there? I'm following it. Are you? ICP deeper in the red, sitting right around that $12 mark with Link at 1869. BTC ETFs prompt miner outflows. You know, we're all looking for ways to make better sense of this market and better data. Now, you're always welcome to go out there and watch the channels that are going to tell you you're going to moon tomorrow. Even though money is super expensive and money dried up and venture capital moved on to AI, they're still going to tell you moon. You really want some data that's going to help you make some juicy profits? Because, dude, how else are you going to hang out in mom's basement like me? The introduction of the BTC ETFs in the United States has a direct impact on the Bitcoin reserves held by miners. Oh, look at that stuff. Miners transferred more than 1 billion Bitcoins from their wallet in Bitcoin for the first 48 hours of trading. Bitfinex Alpha's most recent market report, which reflects on-chain data, indicates that on the second day of trading, they witnessed another increase of Bitcoin miner withdrawals. Essentially what the miners are saying is this, okay, so they mine this Bitcoin, okay, and they put it in their stash. When the market they think is going to go up, they hold on to their Bitcoin because they're like, look, we'll sell it later for more profit. If they think the market is going to go down, they sell off. Well, since the ETF, miners have been selling off. And I've been sharing BTC miner information with you for a long time. And those miners have been freaking scary accurate. So yeah, watch the channels that tell you we're gonna moon and melt faces, but they ain't telling you about BTC miners, nor are they telling you about what, everyone? Macroeconomic events. Quite cheeky. Here's that chart, by the way. Dude, look at this, man. So as the price of BTC has gone up, you can see, look at this. These are your outflows right here in terms of miner saw. They have been dumping heavy right here. This section, heavy dumpage here since the beginning of January, essentially ETF action. You can see right before then, they were hodling, right? They were hodling on the way up, and now they're like, yo, we're selling, and you've seen the market has pulled back since. Keep an eye out for BTC miners. Ripple moving hundreds of millions of XRP. Why now? Well, like I told you, there was a little bit of court stuff, and as always, any article you see in this video, along with some other ones, will be linked in the description below. So for everyone out there that's like, bro, you're lying, hey, bro, here is like the court documents on the screen. So, I mean, you're welcome to go and, you know, say that the court is lying to you, but no, that's not really what's happening. But essentially what happened was this. As reported earlier today, the SEC scored a small victory after the judge ordered Ripple Labs to provide historical financial statements in response to a long-standing request from the commission. With that in mind, Ripple has initiated 3 transfers in the last 24 hours with a combined 206 million XRP, worth around $103 million. The first transaction was initiated about 16 hours ago for almost 54 million XRP, sent to an address activated by Ripple. The second was for 120 million XRP, and again, sent to an address activated by the company. One last one was sent from Ripple to Bitstamp with the intention of selling the tokens, perhaps. It was for slightly less, 29 million tokens, around 14.5. Now, are these money movements to pay settlements? No, the SEC is not settling, everyone. That's the whole thing. Why would they be going after this? No, they're not settling. They're going for the jugular. So Ripple's moving some XRP, but it's not for settlement. Part of what the market is looking at, we're going to zoom into the 1-month chart here, has been softness since the ETFs have launched. That's what I have up here on the screen. You can see obvious softness. Now, what happens? Oh, when we overlay a little bit of this here for the last month, see, the miners have also been dumping hard. So let's kind of put those two together, and let's think about the video I did yesterday in regards to macroeconomic events, and this all makes way more sense, doesn't it? Now, if you didn't watch the video regarding macros, you're a little behind in this video. Don't worry, I will have that video linked at the end. You can watch it, and then what you see here will make tons more sense. But the market is seeing a lot of softness. And now that these miners are selling off even more, that's this big red bar here on the bottom. Sorry, it's really thin, but this is the miner net outflow. This was fucking huge. This was the biggest net outflow we have seen from miners ever. So the miners, right, these ones that are scraping by, the miners that were around when Bitcoin was 12,000, 16,000, 20,000, 30,000. They've been able to run their businesses and make money and stay alive. So these miners know the game and they know the indicators. That's why I follow these miners. Now, what really gets me though is that volume has really dropped off. And when we zoom out, you could see Torres action had some good juice there for like the first few days. And since it's been very soft. So we have soft volume with soft price action, miners selling off at the highest rate we've ever seen. The SEC granted the motion to get Ripple's financial statements. So we're going to see what happened with XRP and primary sales. You've got the miners going. You've got macros not looking good. But let's look at the glass half full here. For those of you that like long and short-term plays, this may be a time for you to load because this may be some of the best price action you're seeing here over the last couple months. Now, how much juice you can pull on this? Well, when you zoom out a little bit, look at this. This is the juice you got from the ETF play. So for those of you looking to get some short-term moves, 70 cents is what the ETF play got. That is being extremely greedy. Torres action, we know the deal there. You got 88 cents, okay? When the SEC comes up with the penalty and the judge and the jury and all that kind of stuff, because that's all they're doing right now. This is not about settlement. This is just about determining the penalty for primary sales. Let's pretend that the penalty is really easy, really light. They're like, yo, you owe us $1. Okay, look, it's not going to be $1, but let's just pretend, okay? Asparagus. You got your safe word ready? But let's say they say $1. That would greatly help out the price of XRP because the financial burden on Ripple, where they would have to use XRP to support that burden, would be gone. Now, if the penalty is insane, billions and billions and billions and billions, and, you know, with other remedies included into it, we could definitely see some further price action to the downside with XRP. Now, timing for that, though, is going to be here in the next several months, all right? We've got about 2 more months left, and then you're going to be getting into more nitty-gritty action with the penalty regarding primary sales. Macros aren't looking good. Miners are selling off at a historical rate, and XRP right now is fighting to stay above 50 cents, which at the time of recording it is, but we've been fighting this 50 cent mark now since January 22nd. So we got massive amounts of transfers of XRP by Ripple. We've got the SEC who's now going to get financial statements from 2022 and 2023. And the reason that's big is because when SEC went after Ripple, there was an injunction done at that time, and they were like, look, you're going to have to do your business a little differently. And we were all cool with that, right? Not a big deal. But now they want to know current information, stuff that's happened since the case was filed. And it was granted. So the SEC is going to have a full look at Ripple's books. That's not good. I don't care what side of the fence you are, whether you're pro this, anti this, or whatever. Giving the SEC a full look into your books after the injunction was done and it was granted by the court, that's going to give the SEC a lot of firepower. And be very cautious here. Be very cautious, because I know documents are going to be leaked on the dark web. I guarantee you're going to see Ripple's financial statements here soon. It ain't going to stay private. In fact, someone, not sure who, probably someone right now holding a bowl of soup, rice, and super lean ground turkey is probably going to go on the dark web and probably try to find it. But hopefully they're not asking too much money to find it, because, yeah, that would be crazy. But for real, follow the BTC miners, man. They've been doing it good. You got to remember, a lot of these miners, they don't make money unless BTC is above 30,000. And you know as well as I do, BTC was not above 30,000 for a long time. But they were still able to survive as a business, because they were able to understand and use their BTC holdings. They knew when to sell it. They knew when to hodl it. They knew when the market was going down and when the market was going up. And now that we're seeing record outflow from miners, that's giving a lot of us out there the hint that we got some more pain to come before the macroeconomic conditions turn around and things start looking juicy again. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about regarding macros, got your back. That's this video right here. Or here. I don't know. I'm going to put it on one of the side screens. It's just going to show up. Either way, check it out. It'll add way more context than what you just saw. So now, take miner information, plus macros, plus a little chart action, plus some news. You got yourself some juicy plays. I'll catch you cool cats later. I got to train a few times today.